I am all but sure that we have not only attention deficit disorder in this society, we have a hearing problem, a very serious hearing problem as well. And I'm going to explain to you what that hearing problem is. Okay, some people they simply can't get it. Can I get what I'm saying? If you can, try to put forth the allotted time, the energy, and the effort to at least listen to what I'm saying. At least try to hear me without your emotions going all crazy and all wild, okay? Try to listen without having feelings connected to something. Because, see, feelings have mostly been shaped by agreements that you have made in the past, be they right or be they wrong. Listen to me. All right? When I start discussing and talking about biblical marriage, people get all upset. Okay, let's go the other way. All right? Let's go the other way. In society and in Christendom, the majority of people that get married today are used to having illicit, free sex. By the time a young girl gets out of high school, she's probably already done had 4 or 5 partners. You know what's been happening in our society? Has been a decline in morality. See, it used to be an honorable thing for a woman to be a virgin. Now it's almost like a curse for a woman to be a virgin. And can you imagine that now? You've got women, but especially by high school, college, even if they don't go to high school, even if they don't go to college, you've got women prior to them being so-called married. And of course, you call marriage by going down and paying anywhere between $30 and $100 for a state marriage license. And somebody gets up and performs a ceremony, and they tell you who gives you the power, the state. And then many of you lie on God by saying that God joined you together when God had nothing to do with it. But you think about this for a second. A woman in today's society has already had anywhere between 3 to 5, sometimes 10 sexual partners before they put a ring on their finger and call it marriage. Think about that for a second. And usually men in this day and age have already got either 1 or 2 children outside of what you call the bonds of marriage. Mind you, none of this is without any duty, responsibility, or commitment or an obligation. Meaning, a man or woman of integrity. Think about that. So people have done flopped partners 1,000 times over in this society. You see, fornication, they don't even use that word no more. It's not fornication, they call it dating. You think about this for a second. Hold on. All right? You go out on a date. You pick up a woman. You go on a date, and college campuses are nothing but houses of ill repute. How they just do it. You pick her up. She gets dolled up. You go out to eat. Go out to a movie. You end up in a hotel room or back at her place or your place, and you have sex. And then anytime one of y'all gets mad or upset or something like that, forget it, we call it off, you go to the next one. Now, how are you people in any moral position at all to make any judgment concerning someone who seeks and lives a higher standard of living than you do? Because see, There's really truly the status of a woman. You either married or unmarried. That's it. And all this other stuff is called illicit sex. That's the reason why 1/3 of the American population has incurable venereal diseases. I'm serious. 1/3. And then you people get mad at me for stating that if a man goes out and he beds a woman, that's your wife. You are charged to take care of her, according to the Bible, all the days of your life. Right here. And you can't pull her away. And there are some women out there that their heart is so constituted in one man, and once they lay with that one man, they're connected. It's called a soul tie. And you men can't be dealing treacherously with these women. And so people say, oh, that's nasty. He can't have one wife. Some of you got more, some of you, both male and female, you have more than one boyfriend, you have more than one girlfriend, and whether you like it or not, even especially in the Christian churches, where this homosexuality and these swapping male and female partners are all over the place. You people are utterly amazing to think that you ain't in any moral position whatsoever all with your serial polygamy. That's the reason why you don't never hear me using the word polygamy, because that's what society is doing. I use the word polygyny. But you people have got 3 and 4 girlfriends, 3 and 4 boyfriends, and you like to champion yourself as if you are a moral individual with rights. And you think you have a right attitude because you actually comply with what the state says, and one day you decide to go and get a marriage license and say, do I do, in front of some lying preacher that will get up and open up the Bible. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join in holy matrimony. You assume that thing is in here, what he's saying. I challenge you. I have a $10,000 challenge for anybody to pick up a Bible and find in this book where that preacher is reading from. You ain't gonna find it. And so you accept it socially simply because you made agreement with it. And then when a man decides that he's gonna live what Abraham, Jacob, Moses, David, Elkanah, Gideon, I go on and on. All of a sudden, you all want to point fingers and you have not. How many of you women were virgins when you got married? How many? How many? You better shut your mouth. You better hush your mouth. And how many of you boot-licking men have really, truly honored a woman? How many of you have really, truly honored a woman and have actually taken her on as a wife, each one you've laid with, and taken care of her? How many? How many of you? You see, we're a pack of hypocrites. What we want to do is be right on paper, but not in life. We want to be right in paper, but not in lifestyle. We want to have clean mouths, but our lives are filthy as hell. That's what's going on. That is exactly what's going on. And it's sad. And the reason why it's so sad is because you have been conditioned for so long to believe a certain way that you yourself think that you are a judge of anyone that is righteous. And you think that your opinion matters. You got all this divorce and remarriage, divorce and remarriage, divorce and remarriage, divorce and remarriage. You know what that's called? That's called legalized serial polygamy. That's what it's called. Because polygamy is when a man has more than one spouse. So whether you like it or not, many of you're against the subject, but in lifestyle and in function and in practice, you have been living it all your life. You hypocrites. You stage playing, lying hypocrites. You are people that the Bible says you are clean and right in your own nasty, filthy, raunchy, stinky, defiled, whoredoms mindsets. That's what you are. You're a bunch of stage playing liars. And here it is. You go come on. Well, is it y'all's permissive will or perfect will? What in the world is that? That Christianity 101. Y'all's perfect will is that man never sinned. But since man sinned, guess what? Now he has to regulate that sin. Oh, God of mercy. I'm utterly amazed. I'm utterly amazed. Because you're not going to tell too many people in this generation too much of anything at all. You ain't telling them nothing. I'm looking through this Bible right here. I'm looking for a particular verse, which I don't want to get off course here for a second. But the point that I'm making is that many of you are already polygamous. Probably 99% of you Americans are. The problem is that you're a bunch of transgressors because you refuse to take care of your obligations. You refuse to be a responsible man and a responsible woman. and I feel sorry for you women. I really, truly do. And you are some of the greatest judges against someone having more than one wife. And you probably have had a boyfriend that had more than one girlfriend. And you knew it and didn't say nothing about it. Utterly amazing. So you can dress it up all you want in this society. You can. It still is what it is. It is what it is, and that is it. And then many of you who champion yourselves as people of morality. Well, I've only had one. You mean one since you was married. But the truth is, if you've already had sex with other people, according to this Bible that many of you don't know, because remember, you believe the preacher that gets up and open up the book and said, dearly beloved. Whoa! You people believe that Sunday is the 7-day Sabbath. You people believe that rabbits lay eggs. You people believe that some big fat obese man by the name of Santa Claus is going to give 7 billion people presents in one night. Stop it. Oh man. And how, if you believe all that, how can I expect for you to understand anything biblical? You people believe that it's right for man to lie with mankind as with woman. You really truly think you in any position whatsoever at all to pass judgment on someone who's living righteously? Let me tell you something. Pastor Dow is a truther. John 8:32 says you should know the truth and truth shall make you free. And I'm sure you probably have learned by now. I've challenged all your wicked preachers out there. Every single one of those boot-licking, jack-leg liars. Ain't no need in hiding behind video cameras. They ain't no need in them sitting up there like they normally do. They make videos and they give preachers and teachings. They all listen to me, listen to what I'm saying, and then they get in front of you and try to tell you what the Bible says. You tell those cowards to get out from behind those pulpits and come out on the open platform and let's get it on. Let's get it on. Huh? But they ain't going to do that. You know why? Because they don't want nobody that's going to vigorously challenge their falsehoods and prove them wrong. You got people, the majority of the fornicators that there are in this world is sitting right there in church. Right there in church. From the pastor all the way down. Nothing but what you call fornicators, whoredoms. Utterly amazing. And then most of you on this doctrine, let me see, one man, one woman. That means you get no spares, right? Get no spares. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. But anyway, bottom line is, what's happening is, and what's going on is, we have a schizophrenic mindset in this society that tries to define truth, law, and morality under their own terms. And they're trying to make the Bible fit into their value and their social system. And your preachers and this system of religion has jacked you up. Not only that, but the culture of the West. You know, Western society notice, it's only on paper, that they're monogamists. But have you watched Western society in practice? And I got a question to ask you. How well is Western society, as well as the religion of Christianity, how good of examples are they being to us all concerning marriage? 70% divorce rate? 70%? 70% divorce rate? Our system is literally being taxed by government welfare because many of you men out there will not be men of honor, men of integrity, like Israelites are in function, to take care of their families and not forsake the children, to take care of their wives. And so since you can't do it, the women are forced to go to the state, papa, dada, and get paid welfare and get EBT cards because you men are not men at all. You sorry cowards. You go making all these children, bedding these women and stuff, and you have no duty, no obligation whatsoever at all. And if you are a woman, and you have had more than one man and you still ain't married, you better shut your mouth. If you're a woman and you've been married, serial married 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, shut your mouth. You ain't got a damn thing to say. You lying Jezebel hypocrite. See, that's why I get in trouble at right there. Because again, you like to champion yourself as the sum of all wisdom and the epitome of all righteousness, and you're nothing but straight up whores yourself. Let's just call it like it is. Straight up whores. And you're going to judge someone that is actually going to take care of their responsibilities, take care of their obligations, and show you what the duty of marriage is. You all ain't no way in hell I'm going to let the wicked judge the just. At least not on my watch. That's why I'm empowering men with the truth. Bunch of whores and legalized whoremongers. That's all y'all are. Bunch of whores and legalized whoremongers. Now what you got to say? How do you like me now? And that's the truth, and that's the truth straightway. Somebody say amen.